Happy Hump Day, YouTube. It is December 3rd. It is 9:53 a.m. Just want to document Aurora's chart. If you go to the video I posted right before the free electricity video, and you'll notice I rarely get on the channel. I do everything from the phone, so there's really no playlists. Everything as it gets loaded up on my channel, you can see it. You can see when it got loaded. And anyway, December 1st at 3:44, I was driving back to Aurora from Maywood on I-88, and I filmed that dark plume. I wanted to show you the chart. This is for Aurora, Illinois. It's data marker. This is the 1 month, 1 hour average chart. You can see here at December 1st, right about 5, it started jumping from our norm of like 100 some CPM. As that cloud just settled over us, we went all the way up to 255 by the second. And I gotta tell you, I haven't felt very well, but again, looking at this chart, it's obviously something happened here on the 12th. This is Aurora's chart. Remember, you can't see the Aurora Chicago marker unless you become a member of NETC. It's only $19.95. It's worth every penny. Okay, so let's go back to this chart. You can see currently Aurora's at 242 and we're elevating. Oh, by the way, I did stay home from work today. I feel like crap. Chicago, you're looking at 205. Let's go ahead and click on your data charts too. Now remember, your data is going to look a little different from Aurora because where you're situated, where the wind is. But again, December 1st and 2nd, the wind's changed a little bit, so you drop down. Again, I highly recommend going to NETC and becoming a member. And remember, these are checking for gamma rays. 22 counts per minute in St. Charles, so whatever that thing is checking, it's, you know, it's calmed down, but we're still showing that spike of 1730. That happened Friday night. I also couldn't help but notice backing out, again, you have to be a chart member or a nuclearemergencytracking.com member to see all the markers that are out there. And I noticed we got a bunch of new ones. We got one in Milwaukee, 183. Now remember, it's real easy for this stuff to get batted around. Howard, Wisconsin, 195. We're also starting to see some stuff coming down into Indiana. Remember, the jet stream, especially when we go into polar vortex. Alright, here's Byron. The stuff is coming down here, which sucks. I'm not sure where Muncie is, my friend, but you're at 180. There in Indianapolis. Your high of 419. This is for a 1 week, 1 hour average. Looks like you experienced quite a spike on November 30th. December 1st. And that's, like I said, that's when something was going on over there. You can directly trace all this stuff to Byron. That Byron facility. Fort Wayne. I played a show there back in the day. You're at 150. He had a high of 329. Again, that's in gamma rays, range 600 to 800 keV. And it looks like you experienced quite a spike around December 3rd. or December 2nd. Sorry about that. There's the 3rd at 12 a.m. But now you're steadily dropping. Okay. So still playing with this chart. Still in gorilla mode. I apologize. I'm trying to do the best I can with the phone and shooting video. Mainly wanted to document that Aurora's spike went off the map. Now, when I checked this last night, it didn't look anything like this. It really didn't. And I think you can directly relate all this stuff to Byron. They are in a definite situation there. You can see how all these counts have just spread. There's more little markers on here. I mean, granted, I get more markers because I'm a chart member, but I've never seen this many markers. And I've been looking at this last couple days. Remember, one's coming out of the north now. Nice, huh? Go out to my western states here. New Mexico. South Valley, 437. You had a high of 558. What's really sad is there's not one nuclear reactor in New Mexico. They just like to store a bunch of, garbage there. Especially down here by El Paso. Okay. And that's the one, if you look at E&E News, the WIP plant, that's where they keep talking about all these barrels that are being stored. And they're basically having chemical reactions in the ground. Okay, so El Paso, Texas, it's basically southern New Mexico. Carlsbad's right around here. Carlsbad, there we go. That's a marker I was looking for. 168,305. That's right next to the WIP plant. The WIP plant's somewhere in here, I believe. Been a long time since I've been to New Mexico. Arizona, your little Tucson marker still showing really high, 338. And I can't help to notice that, oh, here we go, Phoenix popped back up. I was looking for this little guy. 278 with a high of 495. And again, that CPM of gamma range. Apparently, since Fukushima had their 3 explosions, we now have gamma rays all over the world. We've also done a lot of nuclear tests out west, so there's some more gamma radiation. It's caused from explosions, and I think we've exploded enough stuff now. Because 270 counts per minute as your background. Now look at that's showing as their low for the average. This site is so helpful and so informative. It's every time I make a video and say something that I learn something new about, oh wow, I guess this is how this happened. And this isn't for the light of heart. This is just for the realists. Okay? This site. There's definitely a situation going on. And the western states you could attribute to Fukushima. That thing is out of hand. But really it's all of Japan. St. George, Utah, 186. Salt Lake City, 289 with a high of 408. Ogden, 22. That's why you need access to the chart member map. Again, a shout out to everybody, all my friends, all my new subscribers. Thank you. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, but you just got to drink a bunch of water and just get that shit out of you. That's always been my prescription. So, there you go. I just wanted to document mainly that plume that I taped. There is data to back it. Aurora's counts went up as soon as that little plume settled over the town. Now if you go here, if you remember, look at Japan, okay? Here's Fukushima. You can actually find it if you're in this mode. just to click it on for our buddies. 105, remember that's their new norm. Now look what happens if I go here to Japan network full. Holy moly. There are so many markers in Japan when you put it to the full network that it's almost impossible to find Fukushima. That's why I wanted to find it first. I'm looking for any other reactors that have went off there. It seems like all of our counts in the States have risen dramatically within the last 2 weeks. Now, I know for sure Byron's responsible for some of that. But you can see it's almost impossible to find Fukushima. Yeah. So, I'm off today. I took the day off. I said the hell with it. I've just been too sick, and quite frankly, I don't really know if I want to keep driving all over the place, because there's a situation there. I'm the driver at work, so I'm thinking they can find a new driver. I ain't driving out to that damn western part of the state no more. I'm not going to do it, and if I could, I'd move, obviously. I still may, who knows. We just grabbed the little kitty cats and hit the road. So there you go. There's really nowhere to go. The more I click on this map, the more I see that 200 counts per minute is now the norm in America. And that's sad because it's 100 counts per minute in Japan as their norm. I've been reading all the data charts, statistics. But you can see we've got a bunch of new markers, especially here. Champaign-Urbana, I was amazed how high they were. Anybody got students at Champaign-Urbana? Don't get me started if you got students at Northern. They're right in the belly of the beast. But you can see all these new little markers came on. It's serious. It's time to start shutting these down. We don't need them. We do not need them. And at this point, I say let's start throwing these guys in jail. They know they've been poisoning us. That's against the law. They need to be in jail at this point. And we need to get our best and our brightest. And we need to set up these giant generators that they already have in these turbines. Using magnets, using the magnet theory I showed you. And just get that instead. You can still charge the same amount of money, ComEd. I understand it's going to be scary because you're getting free electricity and charging us. I understand that's a scary thought process. Go buy some magnets and some wire and make money until those magnets wear out. Oh yeah, make sure you put grease on the bearing like a moron. So anyway, this video went way longer than I thought. It's going to be a while before I make another one. I'm just trying to come to life and figure out what to do next. But I'm done driving parts all up and down the plume, and especially in this area. And unfortunately, we have a lot of customers out there, so good luck. You guys have a good one.